What's going on, guys? This is Bill from AchievementLand, and I'm here with an achievement review for Project Highrise. This game just released onto the Xbox One November 13, 2018 for a price of $39.99, developed by SomaSim and published by Kalypso Media. So I'm going to go over this game, show you what it's like, and go over the achievements. There's 28 achievements. This game is a rather easy completion, especially an easy 970. You can get pretty much all the achievements in one day, except for the last one. The last one is a little time consuming, which I will go over later. So yeah, just play there's the scenarios, and then there's the regular mode where you can just build. You just have to play through the game and just do certain things, and they're really easy to do. The only thing is there's one thing that I didn't realize that was like stopping me from progressing, and that was I didn't know how to spend influence. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and that's really a game changer. So yeah, all these achievements are just for doing certain things, like building a gourmet restaurant, which is very easy. And when you go to build it, it will tell you what you need. It will say like, oh, you need a certain amount of small stores before you can build this. So you just have to build the necessary things, and you just work your way up, and then you start making more money and you get more achievements. Like for the small artworks, there's not that many of them, but you have to have enough money to put them down. And yeah, as you just keep building, you prestige. There's actually, you could spend influence to prestige as well. Building, you have to build a 50 story building and 100. I didn't build up this high, but you can build like a little, like just like a tiny thing with the elevator just going up to 100. You could save before, just do it, and then, you know, go back to your save. Just like the small artworks, you have to do all the mediums. There's not even that many. Outdoor plaza, very easy to build. You just have to unlock it, and then you just keep playing till you start making enough money to get these. Really doesn't take that long at all. If you notice, I got all these achievements in the same day. I got most of them all on the 15th. I started it, and then I played a little bit on the 14th, and then on the 15th I just played all day, and I was just so addicted to this game. But then there's the scenarios. They're the ones that are time consuming. They take a while, and they might be a little challenging. Some of them, they get harder as you go through them. But yeah, you can look at the tutorials to learn how to play. The thing I like about this game is like it's really not that hard to play. Sometimes these types of games can be overwhelming, but it was really easy to understand, and it has a good user face. So I don't know, I really like this game a lot. I like sim games, and this one's really fun. Alright, so with the scenarios, the first two are really easy. Then the third one it starts to get hard. The thing is, you have to you have to get one medal in one to move on to the next. So you have to do some of the hard ones, but I'll go over them more later. So yeah, you start a new game. You make sure you put it on beginner. You can pick the lot size, just leave it on standard. Change the backdrop, doesn't matter, whatever. Don't put on unlimited cash. If you do, it says achievements disabled, so don't do that. And you can change the name if you want. You know, put Bill's Lane. Wait, something doesn't seem right here. Alright, that's better. Alright, so when you start this game, you start off with pretty much nothing, and you have to, you know, start from nothing and work your way up, becoming rich. The best thing to do is to build offices. You can build like hotel rooms, you can build houses, but yeah, you want to just build stores, restaurants, and offices. The offices are easy to maintain, and people always move into them. Sometimes with the houses, people don't always move into them. You have contracts. You want to always make sure you're on top of the contracts, always accepting new ones, and picking good ones to do. They give you money sometimes when you accept them. Then you make money when you finish them. Yep, see, it pays $500 up front. Try to accept the ones that you want to do. Like if you're not going to make houses, Or sometimes if you want to make quick money, you can accept it, do what it says, and then, it's up to you. You can build houses later on, but I would just stick with offices at the beginning until you really make money. Okay, so this is the build tool, how you're going to build your building. You can go up, you can go out, you can go down. You have to put elevator or stairs so they can go up and reach the floors. You got to check out how much things cost, especially at the beginning. In the scenarios, it matters a lot more. In this, it's not as hard. Sometimes in the scenarios, like the money's change, like people aren't doing, like the economy changes, people aren't doing as good and stuff. Alright, so these are offices you have to wait till they build. You can hit right to speed up. You hit right on the D-pad to speed up. You hit up on the D-pad to play normal, and left on the D-pad to stop them. Alright, so when we're making these offices, we have different tenants that we can move them in. It will tell us how much they'll pay us. Some of them have different requirements depending on the offices. Sometimes they need phones and stuff. You want to try to make sure you're just using the electric at first. You don't want to have to add in extra expenses until later on. Alright, these guys need electric. So for this, we just put our wire across. You don't have to go all the way across. As soon as it touches the building, the room, then it's fine. Jumping a little ahead here, put some places to eat here. You want to make sure you start putting food places and stores down when you can. They'll bring you in some good money. Once you start prestiging, you'll start prestiging by getting more people into your building. Once you start prestiging, you'll unlock new stuff that you can put down. We got a red face here. Whenever you see a red face, I would just stop. Hit left on the D-pad and stop and see what's the problem. Rent is too high. You can lower the rent. You hit R bumper and it'll show you the rent. I put their rent up high. I don't know why. I think I was trying to get them to move out. But yeah, make sure you lower the rent if they're unhappy, or see what their problem is. Sometimes they want things, so just be on top of your guys so they don't move out. See their satisfaction. Then after playing for a while, you can build yourself up to a really big building. There's so many different things you can build. This is the main hallway. It's got all the artworks, the medium and small artworks and stuff, which give you prestige. Got electric, got these are warehouses to store stuff for the stores. We have parking garages. These are all offices. Like I said, you want to mostly build offices. This is I didn't realize this to the end. The maintenance office, you can renovate all the rooms at once instead of doing it individually. You can relocate offices. Try to keep restaurants and stores separate than the offices. Sometimes they don't like the smell, so just I keep everything on the side, the left side, all the restaurants, and then all the offices on the right side. I had some on the right side. It's just try to keep them separate. It works out better. Some stores. These are a lot of offices, as you can see on the right. I did mostly offices, and I just kept building up. And this isn't even 100. This is 65. But yeah, if you want to go to 100, just build like a little thing all the way up to 100. Just build a little like 4 tile thing going up, enough to put an elevator in. just put it up. And like I said, you could save before, so you don't have to delete it after and waste your time. But yeah, some of the achievements like this one, like build an expansive loft, whatever. You can just put it in, and when you go to build it, it will tell you what you need to have to be able to build it. It tells you what it expects. If you can't build it, it will say like, oh, does not meet the requirements. It'll say like needs a certain amount of stores, certain amount of restaurants. This one, it also needs cable and all this other stuff, so it's going to be expensive to run it. But that's why you can just build it. Once it builds, you get the achievement, and then you can even reload your save or just let them move out. Or sometimes they need services. There's all different services you can put down. These are the stores. These are the restaurants. These are the housing. I didn't really build any of the big houses ever throughout the whole game. These are the small offices, which I just built mostly. Sometimes I built a couple bigger ones, but just wanted to make cheap ones better. This is how you put in all the different stuff: electricity, phone, cable, HVAC, gas, and water. And yeah, your guys will build for you once you put it down, but you have to make sure you have an elevator so they can reach the floor. Hotels, like I said, you can put down. I didn't mess with the hotels, only with the one scenario. And then these are the different buildings you want to put down. Those things will help you so that you can do upgrades. This is what I was talking about, that spending influence. You have to make sure you do this or you won't even be able to progress. You get influence as you play. As you can see, I have 1,600. And when you spend them, you can, like, you get the public transit, so you can put down trains and stuff, the train station, to bring more people. This one, you can have your height limits go up, your public art, your zoning changes, so you can put down more tiles. The small artworks you need for an achievement, the medium artworks, you need to have those so you can put them down. So make sure you're spending your influence and make sure you do it correctly, because every time you spend one, it goes up higher, the price for the next one. These are the artworks you have to put down for an achievement. They're a little bit expensive, so that's why you gotta wait till you have enough money. Like right now, I am balling. I have so much money. Once you start putting down so many offices and keep building up, you just keep making so much money. But yeah, look how big this freaking place is. Got a water fountain. This is a metro that brings in people. You have to really stay on top of your building though, and just make sure everyone's satisfied, because people will move out and you could get screwed. You get the budget every day. It'll tell you how much you make. You can change the adjustments. Sometimes it's good to make it a little lower so everyone's happy. A lot of times I put everything up to 110, but you probably don't want to do that to the offices. Sometimes the offices will want to move out when they have to pay a little bit more. Save a lot. Save before you make adjustments like I just did. Also, make sure you delete your saves a lot too, like the older ones, because this one makes a new save every time and it fills up pretty quickly. These are the media campaigns you can run. Like this one's good, the renter one for the housing, if you need people to move in for the scenarios. Foot traffic is the one I did a lot too, to bring people in. See, people are mad here, they're moving out because I raised the rent a little bit. So stop it and just see what their problem is. The rent is too high. They don't like the foot traffic. Don't worry about that. They want a fitness and health service center. So if I lower the rent a little bit, I'm making so much money anyway, it doesn't matter. And I shouldn't have put it up 10%. That's why now they're all mad. But if I make that a health service center, they'll be fine. Go down here to the services. No, this is residential. Gotta go to the other one. Office services. And they want fitness and health. There we go. So yeah, just put this down. and then you gotta hit Y on it. If you hold on, it will say what it needs: electric, phone, and water. So let's see, we got electric already, phone already, but it needs water. Alright, there we go. Once that's made, everyone should be happy. There we go. There we go, much better. Oh, we still got some people not happy. I shouldn't have raised the offices thing up. That's like I said. That's why I said always save before. You save a lot in this game. It's really good. Alright, so we'll just quit out of this anyway. Let's go over the scenarios one more time. Like I said, the first two are really easy. I didn't have any problems with them. I was like, oh, this is going to be quick and easy when I did the first two. Then the third one really gets hard. Like, you don't make that much money, and you have to, like, pay so much in rent and bills. I don't know. It was so hard to stay on top of making money. But, yeah, just make sure you build stores and and food places as quick as possible. And, yeah, that one was really tricky. I don't know. It's hard to say. But the thing is with these is you have to get one medal to get the next one. So if you don't want to get 3 medals, you need to at least get one so you can go to the next one. So like you can't even play these ones down here. There's a lot of scenarios. You only have to do 5, but you have to do them kind of in order. But let me show you how the medals work. This is one I finished already. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell me what the missions are. It just says I completed all of them. But luckily, they're just I'm going to show you a different one, but they just have missions you have to do, and they have nothing to do with time or anything. Like this one was I had to build a certain amount of balconies, apartments with balconies, and I had to build student apartments, which are only underground. So yeah, mainly they just wanted elevators too, because it starts out with stairs and they don't like going down the stairs, so it really wasn't too bad. But this one you want to just make sure you focus on stores, and stores you make the most money. You don't make that much money from the student apartments, plus you have to make a bathroom for them on each one, so that it costs a lot of money. So make sure you're making enough money from the stores and stuff before you go crazy putting down the apartments. That's what a lot of this game is about. It's a balance between, you know, what you're putting down first, because you have to make sure you're getting enough income. And a lot of these things need services, like you're putting down electric and water. And if you're paying too much for all that stuff and you're not making a good income, you're going to be in debt and you're going to have problems. But sometimes you could take out loans as well. Take out loans. Just try not to take too much loans, because like that as well puts you in debt if you have to pay too much back. But yeah, let's look at the missions here. I'll go to a new one. But yeah, so when you look at them, it will tell you what to do. This one, you have to have 75 guest check-in. You have to have an overall rating of 85 and have 2 small casinos. It's not too bad, but this one I felt like was going to be really time-consuming, so I just did the first one. But yeah, to get silver, you have to have 150. Then you have to have a grand casino. And then you have to build like honeymoon suites. You have to build a lot in this one. Let me go to the first one. I'll show you. This one is a lot easier. Get a daily revenue of 20,000. Have a floor area of 1,500 tiles. I think that is. Then get 40,000 prestige 20, and get 2,500 area and 250 people in. That's so easy. For prestiging, a lot of these want a high prestige, like 30, 40. Make sure you do this, because you go up 10 with that. It's a lot easier. But also, if you have a lot of money, you can buy the artwork, and that gives you prestige. But that's gonna be it, guys. This game is out now. It is $40. I know it's so expensive, but it's an awesome game. I really enjoyed it. But that's gonna be it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more videos here at AchievementLand.